What's up, guys, and welcome back to Will's Kitchen. Today on Will's Kitchen, we are making an Oreo Mountain. Now, if you see in front of me, you see probably the most delicious ingredients you can think of. Now, of course, it's called an Oreo Mountain, so we have an entire pack of Oreos. And then just to goop it all up and make the mountain part, we got classic vanilla ice cream. And then just to top it all off, we have whipped topping specifically. It says whipped topping. Make sure you get that, not that whipped cream crap. Whipped topping and hot fudge. Hershey's Hot Fudge, not sponsored. Now, we have a lot of steps and we got a lot of things we need to prepare. So first things first, we gotta get all of the ingredients that we don't need off the table. Isn't that right, Remy? Okay, so now that we're back here and we have everything we need, so here's what you need for step one. We need the Oreos, the main part, the half of the name of Oreo Mountain. We need that first. We're gonna need a pan and we're gonna need a bag. You're gonna see why later. So first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna open this entire pack of Milk's favorite cookie, not sponsored, Oreos. We gotta just stuff all the rest of those bad boys into a bag. And let me tell you why. Why we are doing this is because we're gonna crunch them all up and make a solid Oreo base. Because right now, if we were to put all these Oreos into the pan, it probably wouldn't fit. And so we have to make it in a way that A, they all fit, and B, there are no space between the Oreos. So you might be thinking to yourself as I'm finishing this up, you know, how are you gonna crush these? Because there's so many ways that one can do it. And, you know, which way is the best? Well, I'll show you that right now. And to crush these, we're gonna give it 5 big booms. Boom! 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 All right, and now we have a bunch of Oreos all crushed up. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the Oreos, bring it over to the pan. How you doing, Remy? Give it over to the pan and you're just gonna pour a solid Oreo base. And notice they're not all crunched, but we have like that nice little perfect, like they're like pieces and not full on Oreos, but also not just crumbs. Like this is half an Oreo. This is like an eighth. So it just varies in size. Now you might want to notice I kept some in the bag. That's going to be a little surprise tool that'll help us later. But now we are done with step number 1. Crush the Oreos. Now it's time for step 2, melting the ice cream. We're gonna take our ice cream, we're gonna go over to the mysterious wave of micros. We're gonna open it up. We're gonna remove our topper to make sure something doesn't blow up in there. Maybe we need it. Does it fit? It does not fit. So we're just gonna risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna put it in, and then we're gonna click the melt option because I don't really know how long it will take to melt this. Guys, welcome to step 3. As you see, we got the Oreo platter here. And let me tell you, it looks so good. But it's gonna look so much better when we make it melted cookies and cream ice cream. But that reminds us, we gotta take a look at our concoction in here. Oh my, a mess has been made. So we're gonna very carefully take this little sticky, sloppy mess from the microwave and we're gonna bring it to our Oreo platter. And we're just gonna pour it all over and all throughout. It did not melt. Now it's time for step number 4, which just so happens to be the longest and most boring step. We gotta turn this vanilla ice cream and Oreos into cookies and cream ice cream. So here's what you do. This one requires a lot of movement, so stay with me now. You're gonna pick up your concoction of items, bring it to your freezer, delicately put it in. You might need help with this part. And then close that sucker up and don't think about it until tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great night's rest, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, y'all. I hope you all had an amazing night's sleep while you're waiting for the Oreo Mountain to freeze. Now, you can tell that it's a different day because I'm wearing different clothes and we have added the natural light from the sun, which just makes everything else look better. But since it's the morning, let's go check on our Oreo Mountain. All right, let's see. Ooh, that is nice and frozen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it out and bring it right over here. And then we are gonna move on to step 5. What we need to do is we need to take the hot fudge, open it up using your strong arm. And then as you can see, this is very, very solid hot fudge. So we gotta melt it to put it on our Oreo Mountain. And so we've had this in the microwave for a little bit now, and you came back at the perfect time because it's ready. We mixed it up a little bit, but we're gonna take a look at it and, okay, it doesn't seem too bad, but it did make a mess all over here. So that's something you gotta worry about. You wanna take the jar out of the microwave and then just pour your hot fudge all along the top of your Oreo Mountain. When you think you've gotten enough hot fudge, you're gonna take your very, very hot and messy can and you're just gonna put it in the sink for later. I'm not gonna show you there, we'll show you the sink. And now we get to move on to step 6. So step 6, it's also gonna take a little bit. We have to put this back in the freezer for a few hours. We're gonna take that literally and put it in there for 3 before we get back to you. So just gotta put it right in there. Don't let the hot fudge slosh around that much, but just gonna put it in there and we'll be right back in 3 hours. It's been a few hours now, but it is finally time for step 7. Let's do this. So step 7 is the final dressing and getting everything ready. It's the presentation part. So we gotta go over here and we gotta take our Oreo Mountain outside of the freezer for potentially the last time. And now that it's here, we gotta move our little chef, open up the Cool Whip, take our Cool Whip and just put it on the Oreo Mountain, spread it around. After we have snow-capped our mountain with the entire thing of whipped topping, I was right, not sponsored. We're gonna go and get a secret special ingredient, which I guarantee that you guys have forgotten about. So, you ready for this super surprise? We gotta get our special surprise, the other Oreos from the beginning. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So you just gotta take the Oreos and completely finish topping off our Oreo Mountain. And now it's time for the final step, step 8. All right, and now that Remy has cut our Oreo Mountain for us, it's time for step 8. Dig in and enjoy your creation. So just get a big old piece of that. I'm gonna bon appetit.